Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tracy Trans Gaming. We are picking up right where we left off. This is Banished, and this is episode 2. So let's see how well we do. Because I has farms, I has peppers apparently, but I don't has peoples. My guess is it's because they're all in school, they're unable to fill positions. So I'm just going to have to wait for that to actually happen. The way I'm dealing with any log problems, and actually you need to get up higher. Okay, I'm going to edit this. 5,000! Actually no, that's a little excessive. 500? For now, because I don't want to overdo my fuel production. I don't have any foresters yet, so if they overdo the fuel production, I end up dying. Oh, what do I have? The reserve of food is low. Well, they're kind of working on that, aren't they? At least they should be. How is the reserve of food low? There's 151 peppers. There's, well, now 199. There's 306 whoa. Stuff just went poof, and then everything went poof, and everything filled it back up again, and I just got very, very curious. I am very confused. I am confused. What is this? The reserve of food is low. It's still giving me the reserve of food is low. Well, I will not be surprised if I end up dying. I'm hoping I don't die. Because I had a very interesting start. As I said, I really don't like it when they split me like this. Uh-oh. Well, this is what's going to happen. Farmers, no. Hey, I got a builder that I didn't realize I had. Oh well. I'm going to put you all on Forester. No, 2 on Forester. And 2 on... No. 2 on Gatherer during the winter time. And I'm going to put another forester on. I think that this could be the correct way to do it. Because you can't farm during the winter time. So I just yank everybody off of farms when I have a low population, and I have them do all kinds of other tasks. Like the gathering, for example. By them doing gathering, it should be able to help me get some food. I think. Uh-oh. Ding ding. Reserve of food is still low. Do you not know how to ration? They're trying as hard as they can. You're just not rationing. 100 mutton. I don't know if that's ounces or pounds or mutton chops, and how heavy are each chop? Are each chop like a quarter of a pound? Like a quarter pounder of a hamburger? Ooh, a laborer. I am going to put that on the gatherer. But I'd love to figure out the ratio of how much they eat per year and how much is required. That still is... Oh, another laborer. That is something that I'm still trying to work out because it's a bit of a pain in the butt because people just keep on eating and eating and eating. How did I only has one? Oh, there's the other sheepy. And there's a baby sheepies. There's a baby sheepies in the pens. There's another baby sheepies. Chickens are crazy. Apparently it takes a while for sheep to grow up. But chickens? I've played with chickens before. Oh, that was weird. It's like everything turned green and then turned back into this other thing again. Okay, forester. Put one more on forestry. Actually... Nope. Canceling forestry. Farms. Farms. Must have farms. That is where some of their schooling ability shines, is in farms. Because they will plant a lot faster. However, I do not like the gap that I have. I literally have a 4-person gap that I'm trying to fill. As soon as I can get that 4-person gap filled, then I can start moving much faster. And I think I'm probably going to have to chop down trees and stuff. But this is one of the other issues that I'm running into. I'm running into the issue of I need all these structures, but I don't have enough people for all these structures. So it becomes an entire game of, can I afford harvest trees? Why not? We could use more trees. Ooh, nope, not on that side. Only on this side. I could use more logs. You always need more logs. But I have a habit of overtaxing myself. Speaking of which, how many people do I currently have? General statistics about the town. 16 adults, 6 students, and 5 children. So 6 children are technically in school. They are learning, they're being schooled. And I has log problems. And food problems still. I don't understand. I got fishermen up. I've got farms up. I've got sheepies up. I got all kinds of things. And I'm still having issues. Food is low. Logs is low. Well, that sounded a little obnoxious. Oh! Oh, I got another laborer. Good, 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 good. Forester. And another laborer. Good. I'm trying to keep my eye on this as much as possible. Because they don't ever give you any indication that you have new workers. So in other words, if you don't keep this tab up for the most part, I mean, yeah, you could play without it, but it's like, how many people do you have? How many are actually working? Did somebody randomly die? Because that does happen in this game. I do not know if it's a bug, but it's very, 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 very irritating when all of a sudden people die, there's no death message, and like one of them, I swear there's a bug with the graveyard. I put the graveyard in. Somehow, it will say, like, let's say 23 graves. And then all of a sudden, it'll say 22 graves, and about a second later, it'll say 23 graves, and somebody in your town dies. It's like the grave erases itself, kills somebody in the town, and then eats that person and puts it into the ground or something. It's really, really weird. But I've noticed it, and it happens at like an interval of like every 5 to 10 minutes or something. People just randomly die in the grave, and it's like the graves do not change. It just sort of eats itself. So I don't know what sort of bug that is. All I know is it's probably the most... Okay, I need to have this list back up again. It's probably the most annoying bug that I've run into at this game. It's absolutely horrible. But to be honest with you, I don't usually build a cemetery, period. And it actually seems to work okay. But you have to worry about the town's health and the average happiness of citizens. Cemeteries, I've noticed, usually just like, meh. It just gives them a little bit of an extra push, but it doesn't really actually give them much. Now, health of the citizens, that's going to be an issue because I need to get an herbalist, but I don't have enough people because people are not coming in. Oh. 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 I know what I'm doing wrong, and I'm facepalming myself. I'm actually going to cut this episode a little bit short because I just now realized what I did wrong. I'm going to explain it with the last 5 minutes or so that I have left, and I might actually start getting on this. I need, first and foremost, clear terrain. Where is a nice good chunk of terrain to remove? You will do. Remove. Now, they're going to come over here. They're going to work. I'm going to be able to get the logs and other things that I need. I need to build houses. You cannot expand unless you have more houses. And yes, I am facepalming myself, and I apologize for everybody who plays Banished out there who have been screaming at my computer or at my gameplay for the last half an hour or so. Because, yeah, I kind of messed up just a little bit. I need, like, a big amount of houses. And I don't have anything. That's all stone. I shouldn't have the mining stone. And actually, I need you going back and doing farmers again. Because I need the farmers. Oh, please tell me. Please, 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 please tell me that these students are going to start becoming peoples. Or else I'm just going to be frozen in time. And that is something I do not want. Actually, let's take a look at the statistics. We have 45 wood? Are you kidding me? Well, that is a problem. Cancel removal. There we go. And I want you just harvesting a bunch of trees. Give me all those trees. I needs the trees. Because I seem to be fine in everything else. I need the trees. Without the trees, I can't build the more log cabins. And I'm going to stick with log cabins for right now. Because I turned off disasters, which means I don't have to worry about fire. However, I do have to worry about consumption of firewood. Which means stone buildings actually do give you more resistance to cold. In other words, you need less firewood to equal out for... You need less firewood per home when they're made out of stone. And everybody's going to hate me for this, but I like to build very symmetrical. So otherwise I'm going to have like perfectly long rows of houses that is going to make this look very SimCity-like. I already know that that's going to happen. Oh, sorry about that. Hit the wrong key. Well, I guess I should do my outro. We will be focusing more and hopefully getting more laborers next time. Because if we get more laborers, we can get a lot more constructed. Because we need to harvest a lot of wood. And the moment this happens, and the moment I get these houses built, you're going to watch my population go absolutely crazy. This is going to be people on top of people. It's going to be this huge stack of people that's going to start appearing. Because I'm going to build like 10 houses in a row. And it's just going to explode with population. But it does take a while because you got to wait for the children to grow up. And if you've got a school, when they reach 10 years of age, they don't become workers immediately. They go to school. And then when they get out of school, then they can become workers. So even after that, I still got to let it sit. Which means I might do a little bit of a jump. Play a little bit in single player to allow... some people get built up, because that will take absolutely forever. But I thank everybody for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I do apologize for a lot of the week. The videos throughout the week, I do know were kind of crackly on some of them. And as I mentioned, I figured out what the problem is. OBS is my #1 software. I tried using the other software to try to record everything to see if I still needed OBS or if I could be able to utilize the other software, but it looks like the other software is only good for Factorio, and OBS is good for everything else. So you'll definitely see the videos become a lot better very, very quickly, because I am switching over to OBS almost entirely except for Factorio, and I'm also planning on doing a couple of more games. But they require the same sort of thing. They require the other thing because for some unknown reason they will not record with OBS. But once again, I am very sorry for my videos turning out kind of crappy this week. I am still putting them up because it's a lot of work to make everything. And I'd have to literally restart the entire map all over again in order to get what I'm looking for. But please give... video a like, subscribe, and have a good day.